Welcome and ring to each and every one of you. Respect and manners. How are you folks doing this evening? Happy to have all of you here with us. Share the live for us. Smash that emoji button as well, and down the road we go. How are you folks doing? How was the day? A very good evening. A very, very good evening to each and every one of you. How y'all doing? Just feeling a little lighthearted tonight. Share the live for us. Smash that emoji button. All 600 of you already tuned in. 2 minutes into our broadcast. Share, 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 share. Smash that emoji button as well. Please and thank you. Good to have each and every one of you. Ingrid, Ashley, Mandy, is it Glycis, Volme, John, Edward. Good to have you. Evelina, Lynette Finance. Good to have Tracy, Karen, Renella. Good to have all you beautiful folks here with us tonight. It's another night, and we come with a privilege, Joy Wong, to be here with you in your homes, on your smart devices, on your big back TV, whatever it is. We're just privileged and happy to be here with all of you, each and every one of you. Those of you who are joining us at home, not from your home, at home here in Guyana, in the 592, and those of you who are joining us from diaspora, we are privileged. Some of you joining us from Pluto and Mars, welcome to you as well. Good evening, Rosie Rose, Persis, Glycis, Renella, Troy. Good evening to all of you. Quanamingo, Koana. Good to see all of you on the live tonight. We got a number of things we want to bring you up to speed with. If you don't mind, a number of things we wish to bring up to speed with. Brenda's here too. Everett, good to see you. Tracy and Mark, good to have all of you. Ned Beckett, good to have you. Joseph, Leonard, Lorraine, Jamal Aziz, watching from Berries. Good to have you, Jamal. Good to have you. Good to have you. Somebody said they're watching the clock. I see you there. I see you. Mandy, I see you. Watching the clock. But good to have you. Thanks for the discipline. Good to have all of you here with us. We're going to run a couple of things by you. A couple of things that came at us today. Just trying to make ourselves comfortable. How you all doing, good folks? You all think it's easy in this life? You all think it's easy in this life? You think it's easy? Let's revert to the WPA press conference quite recently. It was Dr. David Hines who said it is dishonest. I'm telling you what David said. I don't want to lie upon them. He said it is dishonest. That's what he said. Dr. David Hines. See, can't take them. Dishonest. Whole pack of them. See, fed up. Let that be our opener tonight. As we reflect, I'm certain you'll agree. Political dishonesty, he called it. But what was he speaking about? Take a look and take a listen. Take a look. Please and thank you. Take a listen.
This most recent position is the most politically dishonest act in modern Guyanese political history. After touting its commitment to these transfers during the recent election, it denounces them less than a month after the elections. What is most galling is the minister's invocation of the cynical view that cash transfer would result in citizens refusing to work and to go to school. This insult of our people is the unkindest cut by a party and government that loves to boast of its pro-people record. Finally, the minister's statement that cash transfers are not distributed in the USA and other countries shows how unfamiliar he is with the issues at hand. Anyone who has been following cash transfers would know that in some states in the United States, such as Alaska, cash transfers are the norm. Other countries around the world, in Latin America, in our English-speaking Caribbean, in parts of Africa, cash transfers are routine. And so when we have a minister of government who talks like this, he is misinforming the entire nation. WPA intends to keep pushing for cash transfers and to push for laws to enshrine those transfers in our constitution. We feel that, for laws that make those cash transfers legal. We continue to believe that it is one of the most potent mechanisms in pursuit of poverty alleviation. We heard the president in his inauguration saying that he intends to tackle poverty. We ask, how do you intend to tackle poverty when you are denouncing one of the most popular policies that has been used around the world to get rid of poverty?
Thank you, Dr. David Hines, for that. And of course, this was on the heels of Vikram Bhatt, Minister of Natural Resources, stating that cash transfers are it's a failed model. And of course, Jagyo came out and threw him under the bus several times and drove over him, right? But it's just to show the kind of what is the term? My God, cannibalism that happens in the PPP, but they put him out to test the waters. Because if you intend to give cash transfers, all we said was this, as Dr. David Hines said there, put it into law. So whether you wake up this morning and you feel like fleshing out the thing or not, the thing is provided for. And then the authorities who got the responsibility for this can just go out there and do it. You got to say, all right, do it now. And people can plan around it. Because what we in? September? October? November month. The 1st of November. Teaching! Thing in the bank. You don't got to worry. Put it into law. Codify it. So every quarter. Something there. Can't go wrong like that. Folks, y'all are hearing us? Folks are talking about song. Y'all are hearing us, folks? Apologies there. My Lord. So I was saying, how much did I talk before I knew I had sung? Right? Are you guys hearing us now? My God. So all these flicking lights in front here doing. Too much lights flicking here. So I was saying I was privileged. I was saying I was very privileged to be part of this ceremony yesterday, the calling to the bar of Eden Corbin. That's what I was saying. I was privileged to be called to the. It's like half a minute, you know. If people who sanction, people who on indictment and all that could go to parliament, what's 30 seconds of silence? What's 30 seconds? This one parliament, you got people convicted, convicts. Wasn't Kwame convicted for something? You got all kinds of people. It's half a minute, 45 seconds silence. You're about them. Don't even bother with it. Don't even bother with it. But for the silence, only you, Sharon. Only you. Ashamed of you. Y'all never talk to yourself live. Sometimes I can't take myself, you know. Jolene, you ever been in that spot? James, Patricia, you ever been in that spot? Can't even take yourself. That's me tonight. Can't even check myself. As I was saying, I was so privileged to be among my brothers yesterday. Was so privileged. Can we get back there? Y'all hear me now, right? So privileged to be there with Senior Counsel Ford, who presented this petition for the admission to the bar of Ghana to practice in the jurisdiction of the Cooperative Oil Producing Republic. Christopher Jones invited, like me, and then we had also Dr. Dexter Todd, who co-presented this petition for the admission to the bar of Attorney at Law Eden David Corbin, and another attorney, and I got to say it twice because you didn't hear me the first time, whose name I still cannot remember. My God. And it's all because of this new grease they're using. We don't say hair food, we say grease. My memory keeps slipping. It's another come. But again, we're expecting great things from Eden. And I have no doubt. Eden's going to deliver. I have no doubt. Praise God. That he is going to deliver. Right. You in doubt? I have never doubted him for a minute. Never doubted him for a minute. You got some bad people that doubt. You got some bad people that doubt a lot. One thing I'm certain of is my doubts. But that being said, congrats to Eden, and he can't say congrats to him alone. He called a lot of folks who he said was very instrumental to him getting to this point in his life. He thanked his mother. Well, he thanked his father, his mother, and his sister. You know, and they were all so overjoyed and emotional yesterday, as any family would. You know, first attorney at law in the Corbin family. You know, first attorney at law, right? Congrats, Eden. Congrats. You've made all of us so proud. You know, keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. That being said, folks, we saw today a meeting. You know, we upside down as a country. Let me tell you that. We upside down as a country. Never doubt it. Never doubt it for a moment. An interesting meeting happened today. That's what I really want to get to. But I'm going to use the bridge story as a segue. Right? Going to use the bridge story as a segue. We upside down. Some folks will say upside it down as a country. We're trying to get away from this election, but by God, it's following us. It's following us all over the place. All over the place. All right? Upside down as a country. There's where I left you, right? The last place I left you is the upside downishness of the country. And every time you think it can get worse, don't settle quick. It always does. Right? Upside down. Case in point, I'm coming to that important meeting. Stick a pin there, right? Case in point. I thought they said a load test this bridge. They had all these trucks filled to capacity, 40 days and 40 nights testing. But interestingly, today I saw the Minister of Public Works saying the trucks are going to be held to specific weight measurements to be able to cross the bridge. But I don't think you got 40 trucks crossing this bridge at any one time. Was this all just photo op? Was it all just photo ops? Or did it mean something? Right. Did it mean something? So that's number one. Number two, when I say we upside down as a country, this is what I mean. We build the bridge, we open it, big fanfare, they spend about 500 million for the opening. Food and drinks and clothing and aircraft flying over, fuel and all that. Or 500 million. And now they're building the access road. If you see scurry today to build the access road, and all your tenant problems you had yesterday, game day, opening day, were present this morning. I said, now building the access road. We're upside down as a country. That's the point I'm making. I'm making sense? You all agree with me that we're upside down as a country? Yeah. We build the bridge, open it, and now we build the road to access the bridge. Now we build the road to access the bridge. David, Anthony, Marilyn, Renwick, Yvette, Andrea, good evening. Eva, I do work for you. Pamela, Rena, Carlton, we upside down. I told you all this story of some people that I know. Right? You know, some folks is take a hook, a long stick with a hook, picking the mango. Some people go up in the tree, climb the tree, pick the mango. Then you got some people, they just climb up in the tree, feel if the mango ripe, come down and pelt it. That's these people. Go up in the tree, feel if the mango ripe, come down and pelt it. Upside down. You build the bridge, you open it, and then you build the access road, causing untold horrors to commuters. And people complained bitterly today. You get it wrong day one. Oh. Day two, you get it wrong again. Nobody got home for that. Huh? You think you could open a road in China, New York City, Barbados, this kind of tenant confusion, and keep your work? You think that's cake shop country? You think it's cake shop country? Huh? But the name of the bridge says it all. The Baroth, Chandio, Plenty West Bridge says it all. But we can get it right. We're going to get it right. So come around to the meeting now. I'll tell you how we upside down. I was so surprised. I saw Airfund launch a big project in the city. Right? The city under siege, captured as a hostage. He come to rescue it. And then pray jump in. I saw them cleaning up this and that. I lying on them? Am I lying on them? Wilma, you tell me if I'm lying. Franca, you tell me if I'm lying. Y'all know we say it in vernacular. Marcy, you tell me if I'm lying. Christopher, Carlin, Linton. All of that they did. Linda, Angela. Angela, you're in Florida or you here? All of that rolled out. James sign line. Wilma sign line. No, no, no. Mark, I'm not lying. Thank you. Right. Sandra got a lot of emojis. I don't know all I mean. Eva, Ingrid, if I lie, you all tell me. Right? Bernice, that since a big man don't lie, true story that. We don't have to explain myself to nobody. I hate Joseph say hell to the no. I hear people ask me, where you going? What time you coming? You know? I like explain myself to nobody. Shucks, I gotta do when I'm young, I do when I'm older. What time you come back? What time I feel like I'm back? Oh, my wife is listening. What time I feel like I'm back? Who in the pants in this family? I explain myself. So they did all of that. In the upside down country that we got. All of that. And today, I saw this meeting. I was shocked. I was shocked. Shocked. All in one. You see this animal farm that we're living on? So I saw this meeting between Priya Manikchand and City Hall. Jamal saying lion. Kylan said, I believe you. Thank you. Hope my wife's seen a trustworthy. All y'all trust me. I hope she's seen. Lenny said, you don't lie. It's true story. I saw this meeting and I was taken aback. I called my wife. I said, take me to the back. When I saw this meeting. You know? I was like, what? Upside down. We launched a program, then consult the City Hall, start the cleanup, and then we pull them in. I like this country. I like this country. Right? We elect a man, and then we worry if he has the sanctions, and if he get indicted. I love it. We upside down. We are upside down in this country. Upside down. So this meeting. This meeting at I guess this is at Ministry of Local Government where Priya was recently demoted to. You know, we're gonna give Priya she props. I never see Sonia Parag in 5 years or 4 years, however long she served there. Let's say it's 3. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. I know you watch with Sonia. Let's say it's 3. You never take a day meet with City Hall. We gotta build bridges. Not burn them. Sonia, but Priya coming for you. I want you to know that. Watch yourself. Sonia, watch yourself. Priya coming for you. So they met with the folks at City Hall. Lofty things said on both sides. City Hall said they were grateful for the meeting, and finally, central government seemed to be waking up. Since 2023 local government elections, they said they can do this, you know. We can meet with everybody, winner or losers. Which side? You know, they didn't tell you when. You don't know it's 4 years later. You don't know it was 4 years later. You see? So this meeting took place today. But besides this meeting took in place today. What struck me about this meeting? Everybody looked little something. I don't know what the word was. And it kind of told you of the quality of the meeting. Everybody looked little, what's the word? Little different in this meeting. Firstly, I saw the mayor, right? His worship, the mayor, right? This look was like, is what she coming here with now? I see you coming, Priya. Know yourself. Know thyself. I see you coming. I just want to know. 40 miles out. I just see the car near pass. I know you're coming. I see you coming. But this was one of the better. This was one of the better looks in this meeting. You know, they say everything is all right, right? They say everything is okay, but I don't quite believe them from the looks of the people in this meeting. This was the chair of the this is the Public Works Committee. If you add some lasers to this eye here, them chairs got a lot of cuts and holes. This is Leland Saul, Lieutenant Colonel retired. Leland Saul heads some of the important committees there at City Hall. I think is it the Finance Committee or is it Public Works Committee? He chairs a committee there. That much is factual. He chairs a committee, right? But even this was one of the the better looks when you really when you really weigh things. You see, when you really weigh things, this is one of the better looks because another city councillor who we saw, this fella done something. I mean, like like he just here, no cash grant. Right? You caption this. He just here something. I don't know. Like what was discussed at this meeting? You know, what was really? I know you're asking the press statement. I read the press statement from the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development. I read the press statement from City Hall, but what really went on behind closed doors? You know, this is all kumbaya. But this does some kumbaya faces. What really went on at this meeting with Priya Manik-Tran today, you know? And then we saw the waste director, the solid waste. It's not liquid waste, solid. The solid waste director also at this meeting today, and I was like, okay. I don't be a fly on the wall. Like, what is discussed at this meeting? You know, what is the subject matter discussed at this meeting? That's what you want to know. I could hazard a guess. But I don't know if I can be accurate. I can hazard a guess. Right. There's a bridge, the New Harbor Bridge is far within the city. It probably is farther out of the city now. Right? Does it? The city limits keep pushing. I remember when we were doing geography in high school. I've been in high school, contrary to popular opinion. When we were doing geography, there's a concept stuck with me. This is what, right? This was about 20 years ago. Urban sprawl. Thank you, Sir Etwaru. Thank you, geography teacher. Something stated. I know if you watch it tonight, you're surprised. I know if Sir Edwaru watching tonight, he's surprised. Urban sprawl. Probably failed the question. I catch it now though. Back. Only took me 20 years. I didn't tell you when I can learn it, but I learned it. Urban sprawl. City boundaries keep pushing. Is the bridge in the boundary? Who cleaned up this bridge? Whose task it is to clean up this bridge? Whose? Y'all tell me. Now, as I told y'all this morning, last evening I saw people stopping to take out photographs. Well, let's go from the night before that, Sunday night. Litter all over this bridge. You can't blame the mayor for that, Priya. Walter Narayan, the solid waste director. You can't blame mayor for that. End to end is what, a 2-mile bridge? What is it? Whatever it is. You can't blame the mayor for that. See, y'all don't get vexed. Everybody face sour in this meeting. Right? Brad Ups. And Sheila Boy Child is there. We there. Some people can't hold it. On the Barath, Jadjo Bridge, a man couldn't hold it. You understand me? As Margaret Nelson said this morning, he said clean up the bridge and help you clean up. He was hosing the bridge down. Folks, whatever. You know the good book says he fixed the bounds of rehabilitation. Whatever is that thing the Father put it with genes that we alone get it. My God. Where's the transplant for take it out? Where's the transplant for take it out? The first day of a new bridge, a man got out of his vehicle. The man said, you're going to be waiting too long in these lines. I thought we were solving problems. I didn't know we were creating problems in this country. And the man sought to relieve himself, hose down the bridge, if you want a euphemism, something lighter, more palatable. Hose down the bridge. The Burat, Jack Joe Bridge, not in bridge yet. Only in Guyana. Oh, only in this country. Who is we? Who is we? The Apostle Paul woke up one day, they said he was Guyanese. Paul said, woe is me, I'm undone. Woe, W-O-E. Woe is me, for I'm undone. I told y'all, those of you who read the Pearl, how long ago y'all read the Pearl? I taught the Pearl as a teacher of literature. When they broke Kino boat, Kino said this is an insult deeper than my life. That's mad. We're different. Right? If you renounce your citizenship, what happens to you in this? If you renounce, you see why the aliens, according to Naomi the hovering, Naomi alone got a photograph with aliens above the bridge. A UFO hovering. It's drop the man off, you know. he ain't dropped you. It's drop them off of the bridge. Hovering by the bridge. I swear to God, you live 1,000 years. You'll never see this in another country. You live 1,000 years. You buy a tiny PPP t-shirt. It says we bridge. And I'll host it down if I want to. You live 1,000 years. You will never see this in another country. You know, those old English books, you know, they're paying reverence to the king. Live 1,000 years, O king. Never see that. You know, there's something when people say, hand me back to the mother country. we make it and we own these 50 plus years after independence. We have not lived up to the expectation of being independent. Hand me back to the mother country. You take it easy? So I figure that they were discussing. It's either that or some action we saw in Mabaruma. I saw Akim Bacchus, brother from another mother. Right? He didn't win now. We about it is Sony. Akim see this. These people here can't be Bacchuses. Bacchuses don't treat people like this. This is going to Akim. My brother.
Oh yeah, I could sleep at night. Yeah, I put all this old lady out. Oh yeah, I could sleep at night, yo. Watch the lady sofa soaking wet. Oh yeah, I could sleep at night. Yeah, the different type of Hercules, right? Different type of Hercules.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like breaking the boat. You know? People cheer outside getting wet. You know what's that? You break my boat, the man. You break my boat. Different in this country. People got it rough. People got it rough in this country, economically and otherwise. Rough and tough. And that is why I kept saying to you all this morning, if you joined our humble broadcast, that this politics that we're in, this business of representation, can't be about us individually. If I die tomorrow, another Rasta must take my place. The king is dead. Long live the king. Next. Move it along. Move it along. It can't be about us. That's why when I see people making it about them, I get very worried. Me, 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 me. Yet I don't hear about the people. Me, 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 me. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. In other news, as Rodin, Tabby, Tabitha, Sarabo, and Hanna, Mohammed. She got fancy surname. Took to social media today. As you know, the leader of WIN, We Invest in Nationhood Party, has been indicted by the U.S. Right? Sealed indictment was unsealed on the 5th. A Florida court, number of charges. Number, according to Starbuck News, was an 11-count indictment. 11 counts. Accusing, what is the term? Preemptive leader of the opposition. Businessman Azruddin Mohammed and his father, Nazar Shel Mohammed, of recycling Guyana Revenue Authority and Guyana Gold Board seals to underreport gold exports between 2017 and 2024. Prosecutors allege, this is Starbuck News reporting, that the scheme allowed the Mohammeds to avoid millions in taxes, and that a $5.3 million US shipment of gold bars was seized in Miami on June 11th, 2024. The indictment also notes that Azruddin, the We Investment Party, captured all this in the indictment, 25% of the votes, and that he is poised to become Guyana's leader of the opposition. Right? So that was today. Right. Today as well, we saw Tabitha Sarabo Haley, who served with Azruddin as his prime ministerial candidate just a couple of weeks ago during the general and regional election period in our country. Right? We saw she put out a statement today downplaying the importance of this indictment, and in particular, noting that nothing in the current law precludes Mr. Mohammed from serving as a member of the National Assembly. And we spent some time this morning talking very briefly about the law and the spirit of the law. I don't want to bore you with that per se, right? I don't want to bore you with that. Suffice to say that yes, you got the law that is on the book, right? And then you got what is meant to be conveyed. And I do not have the sense, lawyers and people in the business will say that the law expected or would embrace a certain kind of disposition and behavior. Folks, if we don't stop someplace, we ain't going no place and in a hurry. If we don't stop someplace, we are not going no place and in a hurry. And I have noted that some things a few short weeks ago, not even years, that would have revulsed us have become so commonplace. Have we become so numb? Right? And that is why a man could just, in public view, a spanking new bridge, just relieve himself. That is, it doesn't get more indicative than that. Where we are as a society. Men stand in the street and beat women in full view of the public. So one gets the sense that, like, the right thing as we know it has become wrong. You know. But the electorate will have to decide. As I said this morning, I limit my comments to only saying, let us keep it about the people. Right? Let us keep it about the people. Because we seem to be losing sight of that, the people. And it's turning the other way around. The people are being marshaled to protect one person. And leadership seems to operate the other way. Right? Somebody has a passion and a motivation, says, I will go and stand in the breach for these people and protect them. So let us be careful. Where is this going? Again, the recent prime ministerial candidate of Win, Tabby Haley, in a statement I saw put out on her behalf, says nothing is illegal here, barring Mr. Mohammed from serving in the National Assembly. All right. I want you to remember that day in our nation's history when Janet Jagan flinged that court writ over her shoulders. And everything that proceeded from that day, we could mark the day and the hour and the year. And everything that proceeded, you gotta tell me the law, fling that away. Yeah. So here is where we are. Here is where we are as a nation. And we're boiling up, you know. We're boiling up. And when you see the next generation are of a certain caliber and ilk, don't wonder why. Right? We're seeing it. We're teaching them every day. Men could go in WhatsApp and say, I can pay 50. No, you pay 25. No, you pay 35. Do all manner of things. That's all well and good. Right? All well and good. And life just moves on. Be careful what you're wishing for. Right? All of this, every action we take, get a reaction and consequences. So in 10, might be tomorrow, 15, 20 years, when you all see certain things happening in this country of ours, right? Mark this day, October the 7th, 2025. Mark it. It'll be another seminal moment, like that moment when Mrs. Jagan fling the court writ over her shoulder, which was an injunction from her being sworn in by the High Court. Mark it. Right? I don't want to escape some of the other notations in these sanctions and indictment that members of the PPP government took bribes from the indicted, from the sanction. Members of the PPP government, the indictment says, the sanction says, took bribes. Millions of dollars in bribes. That is why their central executive member, the permanent secretary, May Toussaint Thomas, was also sanctioned. The indictment says ministers of the PP government. Ministers. Right? But once they keep producing shiny things, right, and cash grants and so on, all is well and good. Bring it on. Them as we boys. We are going down a dangerous slope, and we're going to a dangerous place as a country. Mark the date and the hour. So Azruddin says he's pushing on. Sun News source reporting is victimization because they threaten. Now, I've noted that lots of these sanctions and so on preceded Mr. Mohammed's entry into politics. Lots of the things he's being sanctioned for preceded that. Before that time, I just want to know that. Then, so he said they're victimizing him and they're coming after him, and Tabitha, as a legal luminary, says that nothing in the law says. I'm surprised a lawyer didn't publish that. I'm surprised a law firm didn't proffer that. Nothing in the law is preventing him from serving. And then I saw Hanna, Wynn's leader's sister. She took to Facebook to marshal the forces of the Muslim community. Right? Marshal the forces. She wrote a lengthy statement too about standing with the Muslim brother and calling on Muslims to stand. I felt like an outside because I felt like an infidel because, you know, she said Allah wouldn't bless you and a lot of stuff in that statement there. I was like, wow. Wow. Wasn't written to me. Was not written to me. Has been in somebody's mail. It was posted on social media. And she was calling on them to stand together in this great moment of trial and tribulation and what's not. You know, we're at quite a place. Tell you that. We were at quite a place. I said, let me peep this letter. Let me peep this letter here. We're at quite a place. You know. Let me peep this letter. Lot of things here. Right? A lot of stuff contained here. Right? She said, for instance, in one part, and what shall be said of those who wear the cloak of scholarship, yet rejoice at the hardship of their brother? Such hearts have strayed from the mercy of Islam. Shame on those who dance with oppressors while pretending to lead the faithful. For a true imam is a shepherd of compassion, not a spectator and not a suffering. Yeah. You know. Yeah. Another portion of this letter, this statement, she says, injustice does not become lighter because it comes from a familiar face. Those who wear the cloak of leadership and yet delight in their brothers' trials expose their own hypocrisy. They have not harmed him. Instead, they have dishonored themselves. Another portion, she says, today your brother Azruddin Muhammad faces trials, not for wealth, neither for power, but because he dared to stand for truth about the suffering of the people. Yet today he's being prosecuted by those, my God, it's a lot. Right? Yet she said he's being prosecuted. Let me get it back. The thing went from me. He's being prosecuted, right, by those who call themselves his fellow Muslims. There is no greater shame than to see a believer turn against his own brother, aligning himself with oppressors instead of justice. Strong stuff there. Very strong stuff there. Yep. Very strong stuff. Now, I just want to focus on the people of this country. All right. So much is happening in this country. It's moving. It's not static. It's dynamic. So much on a daily basis. Cost of living, the contracts being given out, the contracts that are falling below the minimum standard of execution. Right. So many programs need scrutiny. Contracts being entered into and signed, the people not getting their dues. Public servants not getting their dues, the teachers, the soldiers in this country. But all of that seems to be in the periphery, in the rear view mirror. All of that. That's all I want to focus on. That's all I want to focus on. You see? Right? Let justice be done. Let justice be done. Let it take its course. Right? And the rest of us, right? The country can't come to a halt, can't stand still. We got to move forward. Swearing, who got for swearing, that doesn't bother me. Personally, who's opposition leader, it does not bother me. That little piece I was given, I want to represent that piece. Who's opposition leader, take it, whip and speaker and deputy speaker and all those things. I just want to represent the people of this country who needs representation. And now we're calling on the people to represent us. Stand with us. These people in this country got their own travails. You know? This is what it is. Now, this should have taken a lot of our time too. This is about the people. This I really wanted to talk to you all about. The people who were promised 50% reduction in the electricity bill about a year ago. And we got to hold government accountable for not delivering on this. We got to hold them accountable. You see? Accountable. That's what we got to do. I can't take me eye off at this. I come to you with my travails. I got travails. 3 times they dragged me before the court. But I probably is the problem. I should have called the Christian community. You know, in my hour of need and desperation. You know, you all understand with me? Watching some of y'all sideways. So in the People 2020 manifesto, repeated statements publicly, they promised every Guyanese we're paying half of what they paid in 2020 for the electricity. It's 2025 and counting, nothing coming through. I see the television yesterday or sometime they pour some concrete. I don't know if that's, I don't know what I mean. They pour some concrete for the first time and some foundation. You see? My God. But we got to hold them accountable. I wish we had some more time to massage this. And yet another unfulfilled promise that should have redounded to the benefit of the people. People got a big generator and some won't be worried about this. You know? People got a flambeau who gonna be worried. Right? They're gonna be worried. And I'm worrying with them because we're in the same thing. The other morning, we started the program, bloops, blackout, we got cut. Consistent power. Right? Cost-efficient power. Reliable power. 50% reduction in the cost we pay for power. It was promised. What happened to it? What happened to that? Let's leave it there, folks. Let's leave it there. The night is fast spent. And let's stay on the straight and narrow path. Right? Straight and narrow path. We continue to lead the people of this country We look not to the east, not to the west. We will lift our eyes to the hills. Whence coming our help? Let's leave it there, folks. That's our time, and that's our broadcast. Wherever you're joining us from tonight. Wherever you're joining us from tonight. Great to have all of you on the live. That's our time. That's our broadcast. I hope I give you a blend of what's happening and I made a little light for you folks. That's our time. And that's our broadcast. Share the damn live. Smash that emoji button before you go. Please, we got over 3,400 of you watching us tonight. Please, do that favor for us. We ain't charging a cent. Free admission. But do that for us. Share the live. Smash that emoji button, folks, and partner with us if and when you can. That being said, that's our time, and that's our time. That's our broadcast. Yes. Until